Hey guys, my name is Jessica Wellington, and I am the host of this podcast. Today we're going to talk about creativity. Creativity, but like kind of when God gets involved, I experience him a lot in my flow. What I really want to talk about and touch on is the conversations, yes, that I've having him regarding my creativity because he is the ultimate creator, first of all. Let's get that straight. But with that said, I also feel like I realized that my discipline is so enjoyable. When I realize my discipline is devotion. I know. I know. I had a breakthrough. My entire life, I have had no problem being devoted to God, even though my spirituality looked a little different. Era to era. Um, we're solid now though. We're solid now though. You guys, discipline is literally devotion. And it's funny because no shade and like I'm nobody's coming to mind when I say this. But like the most selfish people you meet sometimes are the most fit ones you meet because they're devoted to themselves. What like I don't I'm so sorry if that is like a no-brainer to you. It was not to me. I'm a mother of two. I give myself a lot, a lot, a lot. And apart from that, I'm also a giver. Like I've my whole life I've been a giver. I'm a giver. Do it, do it, wait, do it, do it. And God told me. God, I was telling God in the most. I was crashing out. And I was crashing out. I was crashing out. God was watching my crash out. And I told him, like, I feel like I don't have discipline. I feel like I don't have any discipline. I have so much ambition, so many dreams, so much vision for my life, right? My work life is completely different. Like, my work and my kids, I have extreme discipline for because, they're at the top for me. But when it comes to myself, when it comes to me, I have discipline for like one thing, and that's working out. And then everything else falls by the wayside because I have to have discipline for the kids. There's two kids, right? And then I have to have discipline for work because I'm not gonna let my clients down and I care out with work. And I'm like so devoted to those things, but I don't ever really create devotion for my own creativity and my own life. And I low key think that like I used to kind of like have a lot of grace with myself because I was like, oh, well, you got to have a woodworking business for 6 years without the kids, without anybody. Like maybe all your creativity got out for yourself there. But like, no, because I wanted to be my whole life. And like, especially with the position I'm in now where I should be showing my work, I should be speaking about how my mind works. And just with scaling, there comes what things that you have to show up for that I just don't want to do because they're so extra. But God, when I had my little crash out, when I had my little crash out with God, He gently pointed out and gave me a new lens. Like He literally gave me a new pair of shades. There was just like a new level of discipline I wanted to finally have a breakthrough in, and it was so that my my discipline could match my ambition for myself. Like I said, nothing ever falters with the kids or with work. It's typically when it comes to me and my creativity. And it's been working. That's literally how this podcast was born. And I post my weekly vlogs now. My first one is going up tomorrow on the day. And yeah, That was like a little breakthrough he gave me, and I really wanted to pass that along. I didn't plan on making it an episode, but and shout out to any of you who are seriously making huge strides, but they're by little tweaks that you are creating in your life, you know. All of these little ripples add up, and I am proud of you. Like, if no one told you that, I literally am proud of you. I love hearing anything that shifted for anybody, and like it's really cool to like speak to others and see where they are in their life, because either you're going to be there or you've already been through it, you know? And I don't know, I genuinely love life right now. With that also came like a shift for my intuition and like control. I'm still processing it, but it's been really interesting to see how realizing that the perfectionist I want to like just die, RIP, so badly inside of me. Um is rooted in so much control. And that perfectionist is rooted in so much control, but it's not allowing my intuition to just breathe. And the woman that my work needs me to be is a woman full of intuition, right? Because even though I'm working, which is very masculine, I thoroughly believe that there's a way to like keep it in a feminine flow. And that is ultimately by while I'm clocked in, right, and working, using my intuition while I'm keeping everything at bay for everybody else. Because my work does involve keeping founders and brands or a team grounded in the vision. So it is really interesting that I'm discovering that doesn't need to come from control. It can like really be through intuition, and it's gonna be new for me to like verbalize all of my thoughts maybe with everybody around me, but I just think that there's this new level I'm reaching that is going to I trust her. I trust her. Like I can say that. Whoever she is and what is emerging and evolving from here, like I really do trust her. Well, I'm noticing that so many creatives either rely too much on flow, which can be very dangerous because we're not always going to be feeling flow. And that's when like the discipline needs to kick in, or like devotion. And, or people are getting burnt out by grinding. And I'm a huge observer, so I watch everybody and I'm like, whoa, what do I want my life to look like? You know? What do I want my creative life to look like? Because truthfully, I'm creative at home with my kids, I'm creative at work, and then getting creative for myself sometimes after already choosing myself and being disciplined with working out. That's a non-negotiable. Like that's happening 4 times a week. What do I want my flow to look like? And so I make one whole day about myself out of the week. And even though that's going to be shifting with me commuting a lot coming this spring, I still think that I'm going to lay the groundwork and the foundation for finding what works so I don't have to grind and have that grind mentality with myself. And then the flow that I like, I can just know what that flow requires, right? Does it require an empty studio and a microphone and 2 cameras? Okay, well, I can rent that when I go somewhere else. So I already know I'm not gonna let myself down, and I can be devoted to myself even if I'm traveling, right? Vlogging, I already made up that that will not involve anything strenuous. So I'm not gonna have to hire nobody for it. I will insert clips in between my, Sony professional camera. I'll insert iPhone clips. Chill out, girl. Like put the iPhone on a tripod, get some clips because you forgot your camera. It's all going to be okay. So I'm learning that my flow is just permitting for so much more. Actually focused on modern devotion now, and we're not focused on the perfection of it. So what can allow you to devote to yourself at the moment, you know? Yeah, I'm really proud of that. I'm really proud of that because I feel like it's been years since I've been able to like unlock something like that for myself. And this is probably like coming out of being a mom of two little kids, you know, like I'm trying to find this love and devotion for myself. And the priority the last 2 years have been my business and my clients. So now we're taking it to a new level, and all formats, all clients, everybody is happy with what we have going. Projects are solid. And now I can focus on this. Yeah, so what rhythm or what flow are you in right now? Think about it. Like, are you burnt out? Maybe you're burnt out, and I can share that when I was burnt out, I would say I told myself, forget about it. Forget about yourself for these 2 months. Focus on making everyone around you at work. So your clients, the energy you're already exerting on your laptop, and when you see cameras and you see lights, focus on getting that so locked in and just like down that you're not having to like build so much right now until like there's a new client on board, but then it's like only them that you have to do that with. And then make yourself your own client. Make yourself your own client. And I did that. I still prayed about my vision every night for myself. I still gave it to God. So when I said forget about yourself for 2 months, I didn't like literally forget about myself, but I like stopped putting the pressure of like, oh, you gotta record this, oh, you gotta show this, oh, this is part of, you know, what you do, so maybe you should, you know, promote that. No, take it all to God and give it to Him. And I did. Every night I gave everything to Him. And He's so funny. He ends up like, he's just sitting there looking at me like, yeah, oh, wow, crazy. No way. And then 2 months later, decides to just whisper, you're disciplined through devotion. And I'm like, what? That? You couldn't have said that 2 months ago? He's like, well, you said you wanted to forget about yourself for 2 months, so I'll let you forget about yourself for 2 minutes. God is cute. Yeah. So, but I will say he did it in perfect timing because there was no way 2 months ago that I would have had the mindset that I have right now. And like I said, I also eliminated the worries of having my clients um be where they were in such new stages 2 months ago, you know. And along with that, I shared in my vlog a God moment that I had. Such a God thing. But he literally came in to a meeting I had a few days ago, and it was a meeting that we were having to onboard AI for one of the brands that we work with, and the founder had already placed this meeting. I don't want to give too much away because I would like you guys to go watch the vlog. I explain it all in there, but and then it's gonna take up like a whole other podcast episode. It's so long, so yeah, I already uploaded it as a vlog. But the founder basically like didn't really tell me what the meeting was about. He had just mentioned like, "Hey, I would like to bring this guy on board. Like he's very experienced with this. Like let's have a chat." Okay, cool, let's do it. And then when I start seeing what we're doing, what we're talking about, and I start downloading the system myself, I realized I had asked God to allow me to have help with this brand specifically. And the system that we were given was for exactly something I was praying about. It wasn't even something the founder knew or could have known to find this guy for. But because I was speaking vertically about it, God did his thing and like sprinkled information into the founder's mind about what I was praying about. Because there were things that I wanted to take the initiative with. Okay, I was like trying to take out too many hats. And God as my business partner made moves that at this moment have allowed to make room for me to have this little piece for myself. And it's just wild. I just really wanted to share that because so many people are out there and want to post, want to create content. There is somebody working alongside you. You're not by yourself. And it is God. That's all I can say. That is all I can say. It's the honest truth. I have testimonies upon testimonies about it. It's not just some simple sentence that I'm sharing. It's go watch my blog. I explain it a lot better. And yeah, with that, follow me on my other platforms. Thank you for watching this long. And if you are a creative anywhere in the world, but like if you're in San Diego, I would love to connect. And like I stated, like the devotion that I have for myself at the moment has inspired me to like want to collaborate a lot more and just see what God does there too. So please reach out, follow my other platforms, and again, thank you for listening. I post once a week and then once a week again in my vlogs. So see you soon. Do you recall